Good evening, everybody. Can everyone see me? Is everyone there? Can anyone see me? I should be live, but for some reason I'm not. I'm just checking in the chat. Hello. Hello, everybody. I don't know if I'm live. Have I got a delay here? Sorry, I was just checking on my phone to see if you can see me. All good. So excellent. So hello everybody. Who have we got in tonight? We've got Digwell. Hello Digwell. Hello Moorside Gardener. Hello Jersey CI Dave. Hello Trolled. Hello Joe's Patch. Hi Robin. Hi John King. Hi Margaret. Thank you everybody for letting me know you can see me. That's good. I think I've got a delay on my my video because it didn't come up for ages. But that's all good now. Thank you for joining me today. I was going to chat about Christmas ideas for gardeners to try and give people ideas of what to ask for Christmas. So, do any of you guys out there have any ideas of what you might want for Christmas? And then I'll go through a list of things that I have made. Or what has your best Christmas gardening gift been from somebody? So, how are we doing? You are reversed, left to right. Not a problem though. I don't know. How do I unreverse myself, Digwell? I'm not quite sure how to do that. Oh well. I'm sure I'll sort it out at some point. So, does anyone have any ideas of what they would like for Christmas? Oh yes, yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about a hori. I haven't got one either, but they do seem quite handy. But I usually use a trowel. So, has anyone else out there got a hori? What about mirror image? No problem. How would I change that? Anybody got any ideas how I would change the mirror image? Anyway. Oh, hello, Sven. Thank you for joining us tonight. For my Moorside Gardener says, for my birthday, I was given some mini greenhouses from IKEA. They were a great gift, perfect for overwintering plants and seedlings. Oh, yeah, that does sound good. Mini greenhouses. I did have mini greenhouses on my list. Are they the plastic ones, or are they like, I've got a sort of like one that leans against my my front wall. So it's a sort of like, I think it's called a Victorian style greenhouse, and that's really good. On the camera icon, click mirror. All that's coming up on the camera icon, Digwell, is disable camera. So I think I'll disappear if I do that. Not sure. I'll try and sort it out if I ever do a live again. I'll get it the right way round. Oh, okay. It only matters if I want to show any text. Oh, I'm not sure. I have got some photos, but I don't think there's any text on them. Metal frame with glass. Eh, sounds lovely. And what are you going to overwinter in them? Uh, Vouchers. Joe's Patch says vouchers for favourite seed company are always good. Most used gift has probably been a memory foam kneeling mat. So much better without the agony. Yeah, I've got a kneeling mat, and it does really help, doesn't it? Yeah, it. In fact, I go and get it now. I used to just go like, no, I'll kneel down without it, but these days I specifically go and get the mat because just get fed up of cold knees, don't you? Oh, Linda. Hi, Linda. Lovely to have you here. Someone says love seeds. Yeah, I've got some seeds here. One of my suggestions for as a gardening gift was to sign someone up for as a subscription for some seeds, and there's lots of places out there that you can sign people up for. And I subscribe to the Veg Grower podcast, and for £5 a month, he sends 6 lots of seeds through that you can sow that month, and he also sends some additional podcasts that you can listen to. So those are really good. And I remember years ago, my husband forgot about my stocking for Christmas. So he hastily went online and he ordered me a subscription for seeds from a place called the Seed Pantry. And what you could do with them is, I think he'd got me a 6-month subscription, but you didn't have to order seeds from them concurrently over 6 months. So you could have, say, maybe seeds in March and April. If you didn't want any in May, you didn't need them. And then maybe if you wanted some in June and July, you could pick them then. So so that was quite good as well, because you could go on and pick whichever seeds you actually wanted from there. So that I thought that was a good idea to share with people who might be looking for something. So that's good. How are we doing? What are we doing? Sorry, I'm having to look down. The chat on here is different to the chat on my phone. There's more information on my phone, so I'll try not to look down too much. Robin Gardens. I also really love my seed starting cells that have silicone bottom, so easy to pop out the seeds with no damage. Yeah, that sounds good. I did have module trays down as well as a as a present. Let's see if I can find some. I thought investing in some good module trays is worth the money, I would say, rather than buying some cheap ones that don't really work very well. So yeah, we'll see about that. Oh, the image didn't come up. Well, this isn't going very well, is it? I've got a mirror image and my my things are not coming up. Let's try again. Try a photo again. Deep cell trays. No, not coming up. Why does everything always go wrong? Never mind. We'll muddle on when we. Let me see. Module tray. Here we are. Hooray! So I think a lot of people know this kind of module tray, but they're very sturdy, and I think they're meant to last for about 10 to 15 years or so. So I thought they were a really good investment of somebody's money if they want to, ask for one of them for Christmas. What else does it say? Digwell says Restream is usually 10 seconds ahead of YouTube. That seems to make sense. And then Linda says, I love quirky gifts for the garden too. Danny bought me some rusty birds. Rusty birds. I think I've seen them. Have I seen them, Linda? I think you've shown them, haven't you? They're lovely. More container-wise trays would be good. Yeah, container-wise, that's it, container-wise. And there's also another company, isn't there, Grown Local, they sell some as well. They are meant to be good. They had great garden gifts at Malvern. What did you buy any from Malvern, Linda? Sorry, I'm looking down again, aren't I? I have to hold my phone there, maybe. Oh, there's a tip from Digwell. Keep an eye on patch potatoes in Northern Ireland. They sell off all container-wise trays well cheap. That's good. Jersey CI Dave says, I have a propane weed dragon, best for weeds between cracks. Also melts ice patches well in winter. And Linda is loving her spoon windmill. You've got loads of knickknacks on your garden, haven't you, Linda? You really do invest in lots of little knickknacks around the place. Yeah. So what else have I got down? What other ideas have I got? I've got well, hand tools, in case anybody's starting off and wants to invest in some tools. What's going on? Second hand, all rusty. Typical Danny. So let's see, what tools have we got here? So you got your typical fork and spade and rake. You can have a couple of rakes, some for leaves and some for the soil. And sorry, I'm just taking that graphic off. Moorside Gardener says Newmaki garden tools are lovely. I haven't got any of those, I don't think. Newmaki. I've mostly got Wolf garden tools. They are the ones where you can buy a pole and then you sort of can swap the heads. So here's the poles, and then you can just buy whatever attachment you want for it, and swap them in and out as and when you're using it, which I think is quite handy, because you also then have like a hand tool as well as like one on a pole, instead of having like two different sets of tools. So I do rate these Wolf garden tools. I think they're really good. Does anyone else have Wolf garden tools out there? See what there's some more. Yeah, so you can like adjust, can put a brush on there, and or what else is there? Or a hoe or a half moon, whatever really. So you just need one pole, and then you can do multiple different things. And it means that if you've got someone who you can ask for the different tools during different present occasions, shall we say. So for your birthday you could ask for one thing, and for Christmas you could ask for another one. Oh, hello, Farmyard Garden, otherwise known as Claire. How are you? Digwell says, little things as stocking fillers for the gardener, like dibbers and ties, labels, twines. Yeah, that's a good idea. And Digwell, I'm glad you agree. He says Wolf Garden are great. Claire has asked for a pair of left-handed Nawaki secateurs. Palmy Garden of Whedon showed them to me. What's good about that kind of secateur then, Claire? What left-handed? Oh, and then Linda from the Feel Good Garden says, "Love my leaf rakes. Love my leaf rake. Saves you back and only about £10 on Amazon." Mm. Well, you need them at this time of year. We've all got leaves everywhere now, haven't we? Need to get them in the bin to rot down. Stirrup hoe oscillating hoe are fab. I have a long and short one. I got a stirrup hoe too, and I find them easier to use than a standard hoe for some reason. If I've got a standard hoe on the end of the pole, I seem to just run all the plants down with them. But if I've got just the stirrup hoe, I don't know why, I seem to be able to go in and out of the plants easier. It doesn't make much sense, but that's what happens. Claire has so many wolf garden tools too. Oh, Danny from the Grow Up is here. Hiya, Danny. And Digwell, I asked my kids to buy me a few wolf garden attachments last Christmas. Which ones did you get, Digwell? Which ones did you get? Moorside Gardener says, I've got the wolf garden soil miller. Really useful for a new plot. Oh, soil miller. What's a soil miller? Is that a bit like a tiller? Don't forget to like this live. Thanks, Danny. Yes, please like the live. Even if you don't like the live, please like the live. Oh, hello, Lisa White. Thank you for stopping by. Just bought a set of wolf rake hoe and handle, £44. Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? It's reasonable. Wolf garden are great. John King says wolf garden are great. They're for left-handers. Perennial plants always acceptable, I think. Yeah, that's true. It's a good thing to ask for. But what do you do with your gardening? Do you actually ask your partner for a specific present, or do you leave them choose the present for you? Because I always ask my husband. He says, "What do you want?" And I always like, whatever in the garden that I want at the time, I will ask him for, rather than him buy me something that I really don't want, which he would do. So so I would always say, like, don't surprise people, just ask them what they want. Claire from the Farmyard Garden says, yeah, I've got a leaf and grass collector, push along. I keep taking it around the farm for the oak leaves. Gosh, Claire, how long does it take you to collect up all the leaves on your farm? There must be loads of them. In the background of your live, Bethan. Look at the cameras. Sorry, I'm talking about Danny now. He's told me he's here, but I cannot see him anywhere. No, I'm afraid I can't see you anywhere, Danny. You're not on the screen anywhere. Yes, like a tiller. Yeah, I see. Oscillating hose, fantastic. Hint list on the fridge. Oh, that's a good idea. You have to press the man with the plus sign. Right, okay. It just tells me to invite up to 6 guests. It doesn't say that you're there, Danny. Not sure. I'm not sure. Sorry. I was trying to work out where to find Danny, because he's sort of lurking around somewhere, but I cannot see him at all. So, sorry, Danny, I can't find you anywhere, love. So where was I anyway? Hint list on the fridge. That's a good idea. Hi, Kerry from Dog on the Plot. Thank you for coming. Duncan totally ignores it, but I try to. Yeah, Mike would ignore it too. In fact, he'd probably take it off the fridge and put it in the bin thinking it was a load of rubbish. Uh, can't be trusting people to choose correctly. Give him an approved gift list to choose from. Yeah, it's the only way, isn't it? To just like say what you want. Otherwise, you end up with things that you don't want that people think you want, and yeah, it's not great, is it? Linda says, keep a lookout at Aldi. They have great gardening bits and bobs from time to time. And Danny says, any minute now, Claire will mention the telehandler. Oh, you don't collect them all. You haven't got OCD then, Claire. You don't need to collect every leaf that falls. I think I would have to. Hi, Ali. Lovely to see you here. You haven't missed it. We're still going. It's a bit of a farce here because nothing seems to be working, but never mind. It's the first live, isn't it? I give them Jersey CI Dave says I give them a list now. They never know what I need. Used to get stuff I would never use. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd do this tonight, is like get us all thinking about what it is we want for Christmas, and then we can just ask our respective partners or family or friends or whatever for what we would like. So, what are people hoping for this year? Um, and then Claire says, I definitely need the telehandler bucket to collect them all. Moorside Gardener. We do the same this year. I've asked for a section of greenhouse staging so I can have it all down one side. Yeah, that's good. My parents bought me some staging one year for either my birthday or for Christmas, and it does come in really handy. And the staging I've got is like an aluminium one, and you can take the slats off it, so you don't need to take the staging down whenever you want to use it. So I've got two shelves on mine, and in the summer I normally take the top shelves off, and I put my like pots of tomatoes and things on the bottom shelf. But this year I kept my shelves in, and I put my quad grows with my chili peppers in, and then they did quite well because they were high up, so the sun could get to them. So they haven't done too badly actually. So that's good. So what Claire's asking, what was I wanting for Christmas for the garden? Do you know, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to have for Christmas. I was making this list, of ideas that I could ask for, and a lot of them I've actually already got because I've already asked for them. And this may sound really like a strange request, but I was actually going to ask my husband to buy me a load of bricks because I was going to raise up my greenhouses, so that I would have more growing space before they hit the sloping roof. So when he asked, because my birthday is at the end of November, so I have my birthday at the end of November, and then obviously I have Christmas. So I need to work out what I'm going to have, for each event, as it were. So yeah, I'm not sure at the moment, but I think it's going to be a big pile of bricks, which isn't very romantic. But we've been together for a while, so it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Where are we in the comments? These comments are going very quick. Is there right? Sorry, Danny's asking me now. Is there a little man on the right-hand side above the restream chat? Yes. Ah, I can see him now. Right, what do I do now though? Do I click here? Ah, are you on? We can't hear you. Nope, you're still very quiet.
What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hiya.
Hello. Say hi to Danny,
Hi
everybody.
everyone. You
Danny
flying
is
dog.
very kindly moderating for me tonight.
Yeah.
And you were a bit late though, weren't you?
It was manic in the hospital. I'm really sorry, but yeah, you're doing well on your own. So if you want to pop me in the background, you don't. If you don't need me, then I can just hang around there. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll do whatever you want me to do.
I'll do like you do to Jane, shall I? Just
Yeah, when I'm like,
how do I get rid of you though?
I'm here forever now. Oh, do you want me to just So you have to go
Okay,
back to where that little.
everyone in the comments, just chat amongst yourselves for a minute.
So you go back to that little man again and see there's like a little tab button that you can like turn on and off, like a little switch next to
Oh
my
yeah,
pit.
okay. Bye, Danny. Oh, the power. No wonder he's always doing that to people. Uh, where are we? Ali's saying, is Sunny there? Oh, Sunny. So we're having a fire and he's getting spoiled on Chinese food. Very nice, very nice. Chinese food. Oh, is it Gerald's birthday? Happy birthday to Gerald, Ali. Tell him we all said happy birthday. I won't sing though, if you don't mind. I'm not very good. Kerry, I enjoy a book at Christmas. I got the Charles Dowden No Dig book last year. How did you find it, Kerry? Did you find it good, or did you know a lot of the things that were in it? Because I've never had his book, but I've watched his YouTube channel for a few years. So I wondered if there was anything different in his books to what he says on his channel. So oh, thanks everybody. I'm doing okay. Thank you. Garden centre gift cards. Yeah, gift cards are good. Oh, my mum's here watching me. Hiya, mum. I can see you. I've seen your comment. Hello, Julie's Garden Diaries. Well, thank you for stopping by. I really want a wildlife. Oh, a wildlife camera. Yes, a wildlife camera. That's good, isn't it? You can see loads of things with the wildlife camera. Some things you don't want to see, I'm sure. Um, like people nicking things. No, I'm only joking. Um, so what else have I got on my list of things? Oh, now this is a bit boring, but I've got gloves. I've got gloves on the list because I find I go through gloves quite a bit actually, and I don't wear gloves that often. It's just that I do seem to go through them quite a lot for some reason. And these ones are gauntlets, so they're really handy for if you're cutting back blackberries or roses or anything with thorns, really, because they um, protect your arms, and they can also um, you can also get longer ones than the ones in this photo, so they protect all up your arm. But as most of you probably know, I'm always in my grey hoodie, and it's so old and threadbare and ripped that I don't really mind if it gets scratched or anything. So that's what I was hoping for. Maybe somebody would give me some garden gloves in my stocking. These ones I quite like that are coming up now. Hopefully, um, they're the ones that have got like what do you call it, like bobbly bits on the palms, and then the backs are clear, and I find those are good because you still have a bit of grip with them. uh where are we with the comments? uh I got slabs 1 year, Beth, and yeah, you do sort of like, you just want to get practical things, really, don't you? You want something that is gonna you're gonna be able to use. Kerry says, every year I get the Sarah Raven Garden Diary. I had 3 so far. And they are good. Do you find them good, Kerry? Ali says, I think useful things are awesome. I agree. I agree. And then Digwell is saying, a new experience for you guys in Wales. Internet is widespread these days. You're so cheeky, Digwell. You're so cheeky. And Joe's Patch says, no dig book is by far my most useful book. Kerry, if anyone still hasn't got it, add it to your Christmas lists. Must say a certain other very hyped book of 2024 was a bit of a disappointment. Well, I don't tend to get that many gardening books actually. I don't tend to read that many gardening books. I am a big fan of the D.G. Hessian because I find his books or her books very, very good at explaining things. And they have pretty pictures, which I can understand. Uh, but other gardening books, I've got a couple of Monty Don ones there, and I've just never got around to reading them. So if I want anything, I tend to look on YouTube and look on what your guys' YouTube channels are saying about certain things. More Danny. Are you sure about that, Ali? He has got his own life, you know. So what else do I Oh, I'm well behind in these comments, aren't I? Oh dear. Right, let's go to the bottom. Right. If you could pick one item for Christmas, everyone, what would it be? One item, what would it be? And then Claire says, I like gloves that actually fit. Nothing like gloves too big on your fingers. Yeah. Use steel Duncans wielding gauntlets for brambles. I'm not surprised. One year, when we first moved into our village, we used to get some ex-convicts come around, and they'd been, recently released from prison, and to like fund themselves, they would be selling items. So they'd have this big bag, like a huge hold all, and they'd have like dusters and um, things for the small sort of things for like rubber marigolds and dishwasher pads and everything really, like things that you always forget to buy. And he had this pair of gauntlets which I bought, and they were the best gauntlets I've ever had. They really were good. And but sadly I can't find them anywhere else. I think they've stopped doing them, probably. I don't know why. And they don't come around anymore. So I can't get them anymore, but that's a shame. Robin Gardens, a new shed. You're gonna have a new shed. And Ali's gonna have a veggie pod. You haven't got enough veggie pods now, Ali, have you? What are you up to now? 7, is it? 7? Oh, I'm joking. I don't know how many veggie pods you got. New secateurs. Claire's after some new secateurs. Hi, Tony. Simplify Garden. Thanks for dropping by. It's a Welsh takeover. We get everywhere, Digwell. We get everywhere. So you watch yourself. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't have a shed or a greenhouse. Sorry, Digwell. I love useful things too. Means we can spend our own spare cash on treats, not necessities. Yeah, that's my thinking too. Ali says she buys garden books and doesn't read them too. Yeah. Oh, you didn't mean more Danny, you meant more volume. I see, Ali. I wish for a garden. Oh, do you not have anywhere to grow in? How do you grow things then? And then Digwell says the best thing about the Dr. Hessian books is they are pure factual, no, I would do this stuff. That's what I like about them. If I want to learn how to grow asparagus, I go to that page and it's like really detailed on how to grow asparagus with no fluff or anything. And that's what I find really, really good about them. Kerry says, there's a great allotment book my dad got me last year. I'm not at home, but I'll pop the name in the comments later tonight. Oh, thanks, Kerry. That's great. So what else did I have on my list? Oh, I had signs for sheds, like you can make signs for people. So, you can personalize signs. That's quite a nice little idea. The children have made me a few signs every now and again. Where would it be? I did have a nice sign my parents bought me, which I can't find in my photo thing, but it's outside the front door, and it says, "Everyone who enters this house brings happiness, some by entering and some by leaving." And that's kind of my sense of humour, that is. And if you ask, I will tell you which one you are. No, I won't. um, what else do I have? Compost heaps. I know this is not very uh, like much good fun, but actually a good compost heap is, worth asking for, isn't it? I noticed, Stigwell, you had a beehive one on your new allotment, and that looked really good. That would be nice in a garden, that one. Robin says, I got a cute sign made by my niece, the plant whisperer. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And Ali says, I just did my sign wall. So what signs do you have on there then, Ali? Signs are a great idea, Beth, and I have a few. I know, Lindo. Remind me, what are on your signs? What are on your signs? And Claire says, I have a few Dr. Hessian books too. They're really good. Yeah. Yeah, the signs can be good, can they? Because you can really personalize them. I saw a couple of good ones when I was looking through some signs, and now I can't remember what any of them said. So yeah, what was I? I was saying about compost heaps, wasn't I? Because I have made mine compost heaps out of pallets, and they're kind of falling apart now. And so I was thinking whether to buy some, buy some new ones. So here's the ones I've made, and what I did is I broke up a load of pallets and then put them back together so that they were closer, so there wasn't such an air gap. But you could just like get a pallet and put the 4 pallets, put, well, 5 pallets you'd need, wouldn't you? Because you'd need 3 sides and then 2 backs. Um, so you could do that. You could ask for a load of pallets for Christmas. That could work. I'm asking for bricks. Why not ask for pallets? Or there are other compost heaps out there that you could find. Like these ones look quite cute if it ever comes up. Why do things not work sometimes? Oh well, never mind. Ali says she gets manure for her birthday in the summer. She doesn't use the word manure. I don't know if that means she doesn't get anything or whether she gets manure. But manure is a good one, isn't it? Only gardeners would like that. Corkscrew tool is great for compost turning. And then defo, I need Joe's Patch says defo. I know they aren't the best, but I need more Daleks. Yeah, Daleks. I use Daleks for sort of finished compost. If I have compost that is sort of finished, and I might still have crops in the ground, I'll put them in the Dalek until I'm ready to put the compost onto the ground. I find them quite good for that. But I don't find them that good for breaking down in general. How do you find it? Jersey CI Dave says, revamping my compost bins tomorrow, 1/2 inch thick Formica panels, doesn't rot. Yeah, that sounds good. Corkscrew tool on my Christmas list. There we are. See, I have helped someone out. It might be Digwell, shame, but I have helped someone out tonight. Oh, I'm only joking, Digwell. Compost thermometer is a great gift. Yeah, that's a good gift. Oh, Claire, the drugs. They make a brilliant gift. I have got some trugs. Well, if the photos come up, of course. Which one would that be? Trugs. So I put this on for Danny because I know he loves a good trug. But actually, when I was looking for trugs, I was actually I actually meant like plastic trugs, that you can take around the garden and use to put weeds and things in, because these are handy to have, like a couple of these. So one you can put your weeds in to go in the compost, and the other you can do your harvesting in, or if like with me, for instance, sometimes I'll collect things for my chickens and I collect my compost separately, so it's quite handy to have a couple of these buckets to hand. Ali says, just borrow the turkey thermometer. I assume that's for the compost heap, or have I walked into a strange conversation? Danny, you are a trug mad. I know. Should we bring Danny back, see if he wants to say anything about trugs?
Am I on? Yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
Well, I've actually got one here.
Oh,
This one was off Claire for my birthday, but there's actually one in the studio here. So yeah, she
oh,
bought me this one. That's a nice one, isn't it? I was off Claire from the farmyard garden. So yeah,
lovely.
I've always got a trug on hand just in case, but I still use a mushroom crate every now and again. It's just you can't beat those things, I think. But yeah, I do like a trug. I got quite a lot of them now, but yeah. Oh, how's your life going, Beth? And how is it going?
Oh, I think it's going all right. I had a load of things planned, and I seem to have gone through them quite quick. So
That to happen. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, everyone's been very kind, which is lovely.
Well, Digwell's behaving. He can do it, you see. Yeah, the chat's going really well as well. Everyone seems to be supporting and being really, really friendly, and a few ideas on there as well. I don't know
Yeah,
why Diggle. I don't know why Diggle wants one of those corkscrew things. Though his compost thing is only about a foot or so high. You could just turn that with a shovel and be done in one go, or a
I think
fork.
I think it's bigger than it looked on his
Is
video.
there?
I
You could
think
just
so.
use a corkscrew for a wine bottle. I think it's that small. But yeah, it looks nice. So it looks like a little posh one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else are you having, Beth? And what? So you've asked for bricks. I would like to have bricks all through my tunnel. I think that's what do you need the bricks for?
Um, to uh, to build a wall to then put my
Ah,
greenhouse on top of the wall so that it raises it up, because at the
yeah.
moment it's probably only about 4 feet before it starts to slope. Maybe it's a bit higher, maybe it's about 5 feet, but I would just like it to go up higher before the
Mm.
tomatoes then bend, in
Mm.
on.
The only issue is you've got to step into them then, haven't you? Or build steps up and then steps back down.
Well, the way we were gonna, yeah, I did think that, but then we could attach like an aluminium bottom to the door that already exists. So we could just put like essentially a door in the wall, so leave a door exit in the wall, and
Yeah,
then extend the door that's already there.
yeah. Yeah, I've got like train sleepers raised my greenhouse up, so I got like a step that goes up and a step that goes back in. But yeah, I'm used to it now. But it was weird at the start.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, a few people on. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Linda. I feel like I'm on my life. I feel like, why am I this side and not the other side? You know, it's really funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Linda. She's getting people to like my live. Thanks, Linda.
Oh, Linda's a good moderator as well. You should have had her better. Really, she's 10 times better than me in moderating, and she's highly qualified.
Oh, I'm sure. Ali says use cinder blocks instead because they're sturdier. I did actually think of that, but I thought the aesthetics of a brick was nicer than the aesthetics of like breeze blocks, essentially.
Hmm. Claire's asking how would the door open and close like that, Bethan, if it needs to slide on a rail?
The rail would be then at the bottom, if that makes sense. So the rail would go on the bottom of the door. Yeah, I know. My husband said that it would work, and I was like, okay, we'll do that then. Um, but I wasn't quite convinced. I was imagining myself building like a ramp or steps up to it.
It can be done, I'm sure. Oh, someone's saying, I hope Bethan does this every Friday night.
Oh,
Hmm, Trust me.
really?
Don't do every week, Bethan. Don't do it. Oh, it's
My mum
fun. It
said
is fun.
she
But
could fit in my greenhouse, no problem. Yeah. Oh, you're not that short, ma'am.
I
Not
can't
that
see your
short.
mum, is it? Oh, Pearl. Oh, Pearl. Hi, Pearl. Oh, nice that your mum has come on.
Yeah. Ah, bless. Oh, well, maybe not every Friday night. I didn't know if Friday was a good night to do it actually, because I thought, oh, people are like doing things, starting the weekend off.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I'll have to maybe I'll do it in like a couple of weeks time or something. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you for that. That was a lovely comment. Um,
The chat's funny tonight, isn't it? Ah, what time is your live on till, Bethan?
well, I thought I'd probably go about 45 minutes to an hour. So
Oh.
um, so actually we're already over 45 minutes, aren't we?
So, have you found it fun? Have you found it fun though? Is this your actual first one, like ever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
Oh.
well, I've been on your one, but this is my first one of like seeing
Is it as
how
nervous as
everything's
you?
work.
Is it as nervous doing the first one?
Um, I wasn't that nervous because, well, it's like chatting to my friends, isn't it? So I was
Hmm.
more nervous about the equipment, like this
Yeah.
restream that I'm using because it didn't
Yeah.
work, and um, the thing is mirrored, and I couldn't work that out, and then I couldn't work out how to use, how to get you on, and there was just little bits and bobs like that, that made
You
it
do
more
get used to
nervous.
it. Imagine how I was that night when I had the 25 YouTubers come through. Could you imagine? It
Oh
was,
yeah.
but yeah.
Oh,
So we could always practice a little bit more with the Bethan if you want another day or whatever, and I can show you around restream or whatever. But it's not as bad as you get used to it.
yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
everyone's Kerry saying well done, Bethan.
oh,
So
thanks,
yeah, I think
Kerry.
that's well. So
Thank you. No, it's been fun. I hope I haven't bored everyone. And I've still got like a few ideas, things that people might ask for, but they do get like more more expensive as the things go on.
yeah.
So I've got things like quad grows and auto pot systems.
Ooh.
Because if you're like me, um, I have to ask my neighbors to come and look after things when we're away, for holidays and things.
Yeah.
So it's nice if I can give them as little to do as possible. So if I've got some self-watering systems, um,
You've got like an irrigation though, haven't you, with a timer thing? Haven't you on your?
yeah,
I've seen. So you've got those.
yeah. I do have those. And so outside is fine, but I was thinking for the greenhouse and things,
Mm,
that I have got some things like that now, but self-watering systems I think are great because they also take a bit of stress off you as well, so you don't have to think too much about going and watering. So, for instance, with my greenhouse, I just needed to make sure that I put water in the quad grows or the auto pot system every
mm,
week rather than going every day to water individual pots.
yeah. I think sometimes though, I get it though. But I think sometimes I think we do worry about it. But I know you mean if you go away for like a week or so, it there's that added stress, and when you're coming back, then you'd like to come home and know that your plants are going to be okay, not dead
Yeah,
or suffering. You know?
yeah, because well, I mean, most people go away in the summer, really, don't they? Well, people with children, I suppose, or teachers who have term time and everything. And
Yeah,
that's sort of like you spend ages getting your plants to that
yeah,
point, and then that is when they need the most looking after. When it's
yeah.
really hot in the summer. So that's why I put down auto pot systems and quad grows and pots with reservoirs as well. Or you could just ask for a load of saucers to go underneath pots if you grow in pots, and
Mm,
then that sort of the compost will just slowly suck up the excess moisture
yeah,
from those. So it all helps you not have to be like so on hand with your stuff. And I've
yeah.
got
It
a
is a worry.
soaker hose for the outside things, which is sort
Mm.
of like, I think you've got one, haven't you, for your polytunnel?
I've got like a mini. I've got like a small system for the greenhouse, which I don't know if I'm going to use for the greenhouse yet. And then I also got like a Harvest. The company's called Harvest, and well Harvest, but there's no e in it. But
Oh, I've got that actually, and
it's
I didn't think it was very good.
really. Have you?
Yeah, mine didn't work very well.
Ooh, well I
Hmm.
don't know. What and it waters the whole system, like on lines. I've got like one with like pipes that you fit to it all, and it got two zones.
Yes, yeah, that's I've got some. Yeah, I think I've got something similar, but I found setting it up really difficult. You could only do it through a website or something on the phone. You, like you can press it manually, can't you? But when I pressed mine manually, it didn't work. So I always had
And
to.
you got to hold it down for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that didn't work. So
Oh,
yeah,
well, I hope it's improved when I set mine up. But so we shall see. Hopefully,
yeah. Well, good luck with that then.
yeah. I am looking forward to trying it out, but we'll see. I do love a gadget, so yeah. Um,
Oh, Kerry says, I know what I'd like for Christmas. Those big clips to hold down netting on raised beds.
oh,
Yeah,
best
they,
things
they
ever. I think if you type in like market stall clips or something like that on eBay, 6-inch ones I've got. If you've got thick beds, if you've got like scaffolding board thickness, then you need the 6-inch ones, and they work perfectly. If you've got thinner beds, like decking, then you don't really need them. But yeah, I think I got about. I mean, they're one of those things that I ask people to buy me, or I just buy now and again every couple of weeks. So, but
uh,
yeah, I think I got about 100 of those now, or maybe 200. But they're always handy for everything, clipping nets and clipping tarp and things. They are great. Spring clamp clips. That's what Claire said. You've called them spring clamp clips. Yeah, that's okay. Carry anything for you. That could be nice to carry on your life.
yeah, you have to be.
I know. I got to behave on this one. Oh,
I
yeah.
also had veggie pods. If anybody has got someone who's feeling flush, you can ask for a veggie pod. That's
Mm,
quite a nice present. I watch everyone who's got veggie pods, and I'm quite jealous of them.
yeah.
With people saying,
Look at everyone helping each other on the chat.
"Yeah, I know, that's lovely." 12-inch galvanized steel landscape staples are also so handy. Yeah. Lots of little things, isn't there, that you want for the garden. And they all add up to be quite expensive, all in all.
Yeah.
Claire says I have some really small ones, but they're perfect for my Yorkshire boarding. They're less stiff to open than the bigger clamps. Your beds do look good, Claire, with your the way you do your netting. I can never get my netting to look very nice. It always sort of sags somewhere. So what else have I got in here? Greenhouses. You could have plastic greenhouse. Does anyone have a plastic greenhouse? They are not so expensive as like a glass greenhouse. They're yeah. I need things for my new shed. I bought. What did you buy on Marketplace, Ali? Your veggie pod. Is that where you bought it? Things like zip ties and twine are always handy. I seem to use loads of them on my plot, holding everything together. Yeah, that's true. And it's I do I try to use twine because I think it's sort of better for the environment. But sometimes you just have to use zip ties, don't you? Because it just makes things so much quicker. So that's I have so Kerry says I have so many flimsy greenhouses. Yeah, they don't stay up very well, do they? I did fix mine last year. I don't know if anyone saw that. I put timber I don't know why I haven't just remade the shelves. But I put timber battens on them, and they have lived for another year this year, so that's good.
Martin Ford has said, Danny, due to cold weather next week, do you put fleece over your garlic? Absolutely not. Give them as much cold as you can give now. They'll be fine. They won the cold, so yeah, let them split and do their thing. If you don't give them the cold, then they won't split into cloves. So yeah, no, let them do their thing now. They don't need any fleece or nothing. They'll be okay.
Yeah, don't grow them in a greenhouse either because they don't do so well.
I've grown some in the polytunnel, but I've put them right next to the plastic, so it'll get a bit of cold. And I found that okay last year, but I also agree with you. We had a mild winter last year, so I ended up with quite a few mono bulbs because they didn't split. But
Yeah.
so they are out in the garden for this year. But I did notice that as well because we didn't. But I'm predicting we're going to have a really bitter winter this year. I think we're going to have another beast from the east. That's my prediction.
Well, when you and Mayo
My
said that
mayonnaise.
on your live on your live, the next day the weather went really cold. I was blaming you two
See?
because it was quite mild and then it just went really cold. I was like, that's
Haven't you
Danny's.
noticed she looks a bit like the queen of the Chronicles of Narnia? Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, has
Yeah.
anyone else got any great ideas for what they want for Christmas? Well, not necessarily Christmas, but for
I
any
would like a
occasion, maybe.
red I would like a red banana plant. I can't remember what they're called. The Musa one.
Oh yeah.
Tony will write it in there now. But I used to have one. I got the green ones and stuff, but I used to have a red one and it was beautiful and I didn't overwinter it properly. I thought I was overconfident it'd be okay outside and then we had a really bit of winter out. So I lost it. But I'd like a nice red banana plant. I think Kerry said I'm going to have one, but she's holding it ransom until I give her the green one. So I think that's what's happening.
Oh.
She's saying you keep
Claire
saying
says it's
stuff.
going to snow next week, apparently.
Oh, that's good. I'd be happy with that.
You're like the Grinch, you are.
I have 5 here, Morelli. I don't know if that's the name, but if you want to give me one of those, Tony, I'd be happy. I said I'd give you one, Danny, when mine has peps. You are, Kerry. But Tony, I'll have one of yours as well if you want. Happy Christmas, Danny! There you are.
Is there
I'm
anything
sorted.
else you want, Danny?
If anyone would like to buy me, no, I really wanted those yellow welly boots for Christmas, so that's quite good because I found out afterwards my parents were going to get me a pair, but so That's off the list now. Yeah. Yes, Morelia. They say so. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with everything. I asked for a stethoscope for Christmas, a new one, because mine's okay, but I want it to. I want a purple. I want a purple stethoscope, and they're quite expensive. Apart from that, no, I think I've got everything I need.
What do you
Yeah.
use a stethoscope for in the garden?
No, in the hospital.
Well, this is for gardening, isn't it?
Oh right. Well, yeah, I suppose. I need this for Linda. I need this for Linda. Look, do you know what I mean? What else would I like for the garden? I would like a veggie pod, but yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I've got a veg truck out in the garden now, so that's doing what it needs to do now, I suppose. Not a yellow stethoscope. Well, it's harder to buy a yellow stethoscope than a purple one, so that's the reason why I haven't got one. But maybe I will one day, hopefully. But my scrubs are purple, so that's why I wanted a purple one. But yeah, I don't know what I'd like. I'd like a new camping stove, a log burner stove for the shed, and keep the other one in the other side.
Yeah.
Someone's saying gardening gifts. Do you mean gifts? Gardening gifts. I don't know. I think that's what I think. I'd be happy with everything. I've got everything I need right now. I think so. I'd rather other people have it. I suppose. So I don't know. What do you want, Beth? And what apart from your bricks, is there something that if you could really have no? Oh, I'd love one of those. What do you call it? I've talked about before. You know those polycrubs. I'd love a
Oh
polycrub.
yeah, yeah.
And as much as I like my polytunnel, that'd be gone in a heartbeat. I tell you now. And oh, he just said no. I bought so Tony's bragging. He's got 5 of these pups here, but he's not giving me any of them. So why did you tell me, Tony? That's just unfair. Yeah,
Oh,
he's just done
evening,
it.
Jem. Jem has just come on. Oh, that's nice.
Hi, Jem.
Hi, Jem. We're just about to wrap up, Jem. But thank you for popping
This is
on.
classic Gemma. This is the last of the party.
Um, yeah. So if anybody else has got any ideas, we'll start to wrap it up then.
Yeah,
But thank you everybody for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your support, and it's been really good. I've enjoyed chatting about Christmas
that's okay.
ideas.
Thanks for paying me, Bethan.
Yeah.
You pay
Am
me.
I
You pay
paying
me,
you?
right? Pay me.
Um.
You
So.
always bring that. You can bring a bottle of wine next time you come in spring. That'd be good.
Oh, right.
Any
Okay.
excuse. Any excuse. No.
Well, I do have a slight surprise for people who have come on tonight. You're the first to hear
Guess
this.
the gardener.
Sorry?
Guess the gardener. Guess the
No,
gardener.
no.
Go on.
I have been offered an allotment plot in the neighbouring village.
Oh, that's
So,
fantastic news.
well, I'm not. I might not. I didn't. I'm weighing up the pros and cons
Do
because
it.
I'd
Even if
have
you use
just.
half it for a pumpkin patch,
Well,
Bethan.
that is why I originally, um, uh, applied for it because I just thought, well, I could grow more pumpkins than I can in the
More
garden.
beans.
So I applied about a year, and they've just come back to me like yesterday to say we have got one available. Come and have a look at it. So
Mm.
I'm just having a think. So I'm just letting you lot know who's given up their time to come and watch me mumbling along here
So
tonight.
will it
But
be called Bethan's allotment again?
I don't know. Don't know. I might not take it. I don't know. But that's why I'm not quite sure what it is I'm going to be asking for Christmas now because this has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Lisa White's asking, how far is the next village?
Oh, it's
How
only a
far away?
5 minute drive.
Oh, there you
My
go.
children actually go to school in the next village, so I could
Oh,
drop them at school and then go to the allotment and
and there
then
you
pick
are.
them from school.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Claire said, would you keep the garden exactly the same or reduce the growing space at home?
I'd reduce the growing space at home. So the garden at home would be more of like a leisurely garden rather than
Your
you
kids
know.
wanted a swing, Bethan. There you go. No excuse now. Anwin asked for a swing.
She's never asked for a swing.
One of the, yeah.
Did she?
When you last came, I mentioned something about the garden space, and I think Linda also said about how do you manage with the kids or whatever, and then one of them said, "Oh, but I would like a swing."
Well,
Maybe you wasn't listening,
when they
but
were
yeah, I
younger,
was.
I used to put them on the swing in the park, and they would. Oh, both of them would cry. They didn't like it at all.
Ah,
The only thing they really liked was the slide.
or maybe they asked for a slide.
Well, we
Maybe
got a
they did.
slide in the garden.
Oh, so it wouldn't have been that then. But I
No.
remember them saying about it. Have
Hmm.
some garden. Yeah, someone saying have some garden back. Where would the hens live?
Well, the hens would still be here. They would have more
I think.
garden then, because
Yeah.
they do free range around the place, but they might have more of a pen to free range, if that makes
I think
sense.
the decision's made. We've all agreed. Everyone has voted. Bethan's getting the allotment. Don't you
Oh,
all
yeah.
agree, everyone?
Is everyone coming around to dig the bloody allotment then? Because
If you
it's
think that Bethan should have an allotment, type plot in capitals right now, and then we'll see how many people think Bethan should have an allotment. I'm going to start with plot. Plot. There you go. But I think so. I think you should definitely, even if you have a big pumpkin patch, and
Hmm.
I think it'd be. Have you seen it yet? Have you gone and had a look?
Yeah, yeah, it is very overgrown, but it's just like grass overgrown. It's not like loads of brambles. There are some nettles around the place, but
There you go. Everyone's writing plot now. It's
I,
a done deal. It's agreed. It's agreed. There
oh,
you
I
go.
know, but I feel like I just got the garden, like as I want it, and now it's
That's
all
what happened to me. I thought I had the plot finished, and then I moved plots. It's just the way it is.
yeah.
You'll be
Well,
okay.
we'll see. We'll see.
I think you should. You can't drop that bomb and then say, "Oh, I might do." I think it's the best thing for you to do. Yeah, I think Tony just says trim it, turn it over, and then just cover it over, and then I would just be planting pumpkins in it for the first part, and then just work your way down. Oh, I think you'll love it. But
Yeah,
you went from an allotment before, though, didn't you, Bethan?
yeah,
You went from allotment. I know what you
yeah.
mean. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It is a lot of work, but they do have water on site, so that
Yeah.
is, more of a drawback. But then they don't have much security. Anybody can walk onto those plots. So, mm.
Well, 14 people said that they should have the plot, so I think it's agreed. It's all agreed now. Claire just said Danny will never have his plot finished. I know. As soon as I finish, I'll be like, plot twist. I'm moving next door to Linda. Poor Linda. She would have kittens.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
have to ask Linda if I can have a franchise for a cafe if I do get this plot.
Feel Good Garden 4. That'll be then. We've already got me, Lisa down 1. You can be, our,
I'm your foreign
number 4.
exporter.
There's 4 of them now. There you go. Oh, marvelous! I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant
More
news. I
side
think,
gardeners just think of the chickens. They want the bigger pen now. Oh, I know. I
yeah.
know. Well, we'll see.
Whenever
We'll
they're
see
saying
what
think of the
happens.
chickens, I'm thinking think of the kids. Think of Anne.
Well, I'll let you know in a couple of weeks' time, only because I've filmed this week's video already. So I'll let you know in like the next video
Oh,
what I'm
you are.
doing.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna do one of those tasteless, no shame videos saying goodbye on the thumbnail. I mean, who would ever do a thing like that? Me,
Yeah,
Carrie.
you.
Do it. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
I can't say goodbye, could I? Because it's my garden.
Saying goodbye to the garden. Have a picture of you in the garden, holding Dory or someone or the kids, holding a chicken, saying goodbye in capital letters. Look at Kerry. She's on about 9,000 views on that video now. Shameful. I don't know where she got the idea from. Shameful it is.
What did they say?
Oh,
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Kerry has always wanted to be me. This is the truth. I understand and I've accepted it. I've accepted now. Really, the dog's not even called Dory, it's called Danny, but we just had to change that for copyright issues. She's going to be there now, rolling her eyes, going, moving out. I'm leaving. There you are. I think
Yeah.
you definitely should take on the plot,
We'll
but
see.
it gotta be right for you though. I'm there and see all serious. You don't
Mm,
want to do that, and then you're stressing out. The garden's been neglected, and then yeah, I get it.
yeah. So I'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I suppose on that bombshell, we shall end the show.
Yeah.
So thank you
Bye,
everyone for
everyone.
coming, and we'll away. Thank you so much for giving up your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Night night. Enjoy your weekend.